Dream big, aim high, start small. The High Performance Entrepreneurship Series. We are on the 24th day. Today we are going to discuss about engagements. And as I always tell, when you dream big, you have to start small. And when you start small, make sure you are focused. Make sure you start small and make sure you are disciplined. And when you start small, make sure you are able to master that skill with lot of easiness. And if you are able to master it, and when you are able to focus on it, and when you're disciplined, the magic starts happening. And then you see the high performance entrepreneur in you. And I would love to see all of you as high performance entrepreneur and the next unicorns. We are on a mission to reach 100 million startups or impact 100 million startups around the world. So again, dream big, aim high, start small. Telling this, I would like to introduce today's moderator, Jasir Alavi, who is my LinkedIn coach, who has helped me build my journey in LinkedIn. And he has been a friend of mine, and he has been co-founder. We together co-founded FarmSim, and he has expertise in lot of startups other than this. So let me welcome Jasir Alavi to the stage. Jasir, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Kabir. It's great to be here, and I can't believe that it's already day 24. So, yeah, day 24 of 100 Days High Performance Entrepreneur Series. And today's topic is again one of leveraging LinkedIn. So, uh, because this is the platform right now to go to when you're thinking of leveraging contacts and forging connections and networking. So LinkedIn has like I always say, and it's changed recently, and uh, today LinkedIn is more than a CV website. It's more than a resume website. Others have taken that from LinkedIn, and now LinkedIn is moved to become one of the most, not one of the most, maybe the most, a network place for professionals, and it's been amazing to see that change in LinkedIn, and and it's a place where people come to professionally interact and network and build connections and share their thoughts and all that. So um, today's topic is about content and engagement. So, content is king, but engagement is queen, and the lady rules the house. Um, and we have a lady here, Sakshi Avela. I let her introduce herself. She's a VP at UDAAN, and I just let Sakshi introduce herself. Sakshi.
Yeah, thanks, Chasser. Thank you, Kabi, so just for having me here. And hello, everyone in the listening panel. I can see a lot of similar faces, familiar faces. So I am basically associate VP at Uran. Apart from that, I am a business consultant at BrandsCheck. And as my headline says, I'm somebody who assists in uplifting brands digitally. Uplifting brands means I help them in generating the cash flow, increasing their revenue by my technology and marketing solutions. So this is pretty much about me, Joseph.
Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope we have a great session today. Mohammed Rinshad, he's a student at GUSAT. He's is a co-founder and the CTO at Notime. I'll let Rinshad introduce himself.
Yeah, hi Jasir. So hi everyone. So the thing is that myself Rinshad, and currently as you have introduced me, I'm co-founder and CTO of Notime. It's a tech startup. Actually, we are trying to make new technology so that the students can learn faster. Okay, so we are in our initial stage, and is trying to make the things better for the students to learn, so that we can bring up a better generation. So and thank you for inviting me for the talk. And yeah.
Thank you, Rinshad, for joining us. So let's start by understanding our topic. So while content forms the backbone of digital presence, engagement is the soul that brings it to life, right? So content attracts, but it's the engagement that builds connection. So when you're talking about building your LinkedIn profile and building connections on LinkedIn, content is very important. So having the right content for the right audience that you want to connect to is the backbone of the digital presence on LinkedIn. But what really brings it to life is how your engagement strategy works, right? So when you how you engage with people, how do you present these posts or different methods of posting content, and how do you get people to engage with that? So this is what going to talk about today. And yeah, imagine like your content as a king and governing your digital territory, providing value and establishing authority. Now, engagement, we say the queen, ensures that that kingdom thrives by interacting, understanding, and building relationship with the citizens, which is your audience, right? So engaging content is relatable. It should be conversational, and most importantly, it should encourage interaction and build a community around. So if your content is not structured in that way to promote engagement, then it doesn't get that attention, and that in turn affects your attention on LinkedIn. So, Sakshi, you've been on LinkedIn for some time, and you've been, helping brands and people with this, the branding. And what is your understanding of how LinkedIn content and engagement work?
Sure, Jasir. Thank you so much. I'll take it from here. So, when I think about this topic today, and I was actually, I sat down and thought about this, that what is actually content and engagement, it came up to me that, it's like that you've thrown a grand party, right? So, a party is your content, but nobody showed up. So, and the people who are actually there, who are liking your post, who are following you, who are commenting on your post, are basically your are basically your content. So in short, it's like if you have thrown a party, you definitely would want a lot of people, a lot of audience to come and showed up for your party. In the same way, when we post a content, no doubt content is the king, and we really need to post valuable content, authentic content, and a genuine post. But engagement is very important. So for the audience, I have 5 ways by which they can, actually be it can be very helpful. So first of all, if we start, engagement is basically what? It's a virtual hi-fi. If I am talking and Jasir just reacted with a heart or reacted with the thumbs up button. So it's basically something that he reacted, he responded on it. In the same way, when we liked somebody's post, we celebrated somebody's post, we comment on them, we engage with them. It's kind of an emoji, a reaction, or a virtual high five. So firstly, what is very important, when I started my LinkedIn, everybody do mistakes, even I did it. Firstly, which is very important in your journey of LinkedIn, whether it's content or engagement, to be yourself. You cannot you cannot say that, oh, somebody speaks like this, or Kabir speaks like this, or Jasir speaks like this, so I have to speak the same way. No. So very important that you're authentic. That means you have to actually show your personality in your content. That's it. You don't have to write some rocket science in your content. It's just that write your personality in your content. Secondly, CTA is very important. Call to action is very important. Give your audience at least something so that they can engage. So whenever you post something, just make sure that you at least, in the last, write, maybe you can ask some question, you can, give some kind of a topic which spark debates, or which may, encourage conversations, more conversations, one leads to another. So that is one way you can do it. Also, the third thing which I saw is that when I started posting, I just used to write it and post it, and people don't usually like it. But then I saw that, what is the difference which is creating the difference. And the thing was that I started putting visuals. So even if, people have no time, they just have 2-3 seconds to just scroll, they're just scrolling on the LinkedIn feed. So, visuals are very important. If you want really people to engage with your post, embrace the power of visuals, use the visuals. Even it can be, related video, related article, related photo, anything. And and the last thing which is very important is, do be social and do reply on other people's comment as well, other comments. Do reply on people who have commented on your post. Do talk to your connections who are there on your followers list. Wo followers and connections are not only there to increase their numbers, they are genuine connections. Do talk to them. And this is the way, give and take. I mean, we were talking in one of the audio event that, this give and take thing actually works a lot in LinkedIn audio events. So yeah, and I am the life example, maybe, that, I am here because of the engagement with Jasir and Kabir. So yeah, Jasir, that's it from my side.
Thank you so much for sharing those. I started off with a lot of tips there, um, a lot of interesting tips. Um, Rinshad, you've started using LinkedIn fairly new to LinkedIn. So, how have you been experiencing engagements, especially as and what was the ways that you have been sharing different content, and how have you been engaging with people?
Yeah. So on the starting point, I'll be first talking like when I was a student. Now I'm currently in my fourth year. When I started using LinkedIn, I just thought like it was just a like all other social medias, just post things and all. But the main thing, the main thing attracted was how we present it. Like Sakshi told earlier, that how we present things. Like just give some content. I do not actually. The thing was that I was not actually looking at what all things what we are posting. Like we'll be looking using ChatGPT or any other AI tools, and we'll be creating contents. Now the thing was that actually we are not actually giving in more importance those things, but actually people give importance. People are look at you using those contents and so the thing was that when I actually understand the thing, after then onwards, I actually use what actually Sashi said. I use whole hooks what so that people can understand the thing, people can actually use it, the reactions, so that the people will be getting an emotional attachment to us, to our content, so that people will be responding. uh, and I'll be telling like an example. One of the example I can surely mention right now is that this is also a platform where now the audio live event that's going on right now, it's also like a connection, so that connection making process. Okay, so that you can actually, when you are asking questions, or now I am now I am talking. Okay, so I will be like sharing my contents, and so that you will be getting an engagement. Okay, so now I'll be posing, giving some comments on how to post the things and all. Now I have said that use hooks so that people will be engaged. Now you will be thinking like, yeah, now I have shared a content and you will be thinking on how to use these hooks and all. Okay, that's actually what I thought of how to use LinkedIn or any other social media so that we can deliver the content easily. And as a student, the main thing was that actually posting out things, and more than that, presenting the things in a very good or lighter way will be actually making how the corporates and other people look at you. Okay, when we actually posted the pictures or something like that, the thing is that people will be just scrolling the thing, scrolling over us, but they will not be actually looking at us. But when we are using some kind of hooks and all, when we are using bullet points and like the engaging things, so that the main thing I felt was we will be like emotionally making them understand the things, not like simply logically thinking, also emotion. Okay, so that it will be making for those people to get more attached to us, attached to our content, so that the response will be great. That's the main thing I can share.
Thanks for sharing those. I think a lot of people have that similar experiences, and they're learning over LinkedIn. And it's interesting that you've come to those you've identified those ways and started using them. Now let me go to Kabir. He's been very active on LinkedIn. He's been very aggressive. Kabir, what are some of your thoughts on this?
Thank you, Jasir. Today, as I'm outside, is my voice audible? So I had a
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good. It's good.
so everyone knows we are conducting the 100 days OD event soon in Dubai. We are conducting another live 100 days event. So we are having some discussions going on. So I'm a bit outside. If there is some background noise, just do let me know. Apart from that, thanks Sakshi for coming, and I would love to introduce Rinshad once more. He's my junior. He's a final year engineering student, and their team I'm very fond of because they are doing the startup while they are at college, and I really love seeing that. And I've been in the same shoes when I was in the college, so I had 3 to 4 startups there. Do get connected with the students, and it's an interesting project. So thanks, Anshat, for coming up to the stage and being here. We are very happy to have you and your team here. And let me come to the question. So if you take like starting off LinkedIn, it may be more than 15 years. I've been using LinkedIn, and hardly I had 1,000 followers. So, but this year, so I've been active. I won't tell I was not active. I was posting on LinkedIn. I was posting on all other social media. But this February, I started spending more time on LinkedIn. Then I started understanding what is the king. So I was more time I was spending more to the content development or putting more contents on LinkedIn. Then I observed one thing: only putting content doesn't bring that impact you needed. Then Jasser comes in, and we started working on the engagement part. So I rarely do put more uh, comments at that time. So now when I started putting engagements, so my overall LinkedIn score started coming up very good. It started performing. I started getting inward links. I started getting clients like if Jas will be taking a session exclusively on SSI, but the SSI just skyrocketed. I'm now on 74 to 75. So that is when even I got an opportunity to get represented, like represent myself in Paris for one of the tech events few months back. But unfortunately, FarmChim was on a sleep mode. But when I asked them where did they get the contact, they told your LinkedIn. Okay, so I was so the opportunity of LinkedIn that comes with the engagement. It's a bit time consuming, there is no doubt on that. But the thing is that you need to strategically study how to go about it, how to do your use the tools properly. And the main tool is the commenting. And I think going forward, that's the main topic, isn't it? The main topic, Jasa, today,
Right, it's all about commenting and just the engagement part of things. So,
the
yeah.
engagement. So in engagement, the main part is commenting. And after that, like 1.5 months back, I stumbled upon or I came across a LinkedIn audio room. And this is one of the strongest engagement tools which I use right now. So whoever doesn't know, we are on a mission to reach, impact 100 million businesses around the world. So I'm a crazy dreamer. I love numbers. So it was very tough and it was a very big dream for me. Practically to reach 100 million people. That's in our part of the world we tell it 10 crore people. That's more twice or thrice population of my state. So it was very tough. But we are just on the 24th day of our event, and we have got volunteers from around 40 plus countries. I think a lot of volunteers are here in it, and kudos to them, thanks for them. And this wouldn't have happened because if I didn't have a platform like this. So all this engagement platform we have here, the best one I would prefer is the audio room. Apart from that, you have to study working on your commenting strategies. Hope it answered, Jasir.
Thank you so much for those inputs. And right, your experience speaks now. Like we are on day 24, and I still remember the first days when we were planning this together. We we just roughly had the idea, and now things have started rolling and picking up pace, and you're getting the volunteers. A lot of things are happening, and the pace is just it's just getting crazy now. So to add a bit of perspective, like um, um, it's content and engagement. Even if you use it individually, each one separate. So there's someone who is just posting content on LinkedIn. It works. It brings in connection. ChatGPT and the AI is helping in that part now. But there are people who are not so used to posting content or as the creating content, let me say. But they're good at engagements. They read and they engage with people. So even if you use them separately, they still work. It helps you bring some connections. But when they're paired together, that's when the magic really happens. Content provides the value, and the engagement ensures that value is appreciated. It's there are two ways of engagement. It starts with the with how the content is delivered itself, with the hooks. Like Rinshad said, it can be delivered with the formatting of the text. There are a lot of ways that content creators are working on and finding some better than the other. So there's that part, and then there is the engagement that you create by commenting, which is really 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 helpful. So when you go and comment with somebody, you're connecting with them at a genuine level. Like it's not like just add a friend like in Facebook, or just connect. When you're reading the what they have written, you're going through their content, you're adding more value to it, or you're appreciating it, and then it gets reciprocated. So that helps forge the connection. So I just want to ask Sakshi, like when you comment on people's posts, like what do you, how do you, what's your general strategy?
Yeah, sure, Jasper. So basically, I see a lot of things, and when people usually comment like, thank you, or maybe nice share. I know LinkedIn algorithm has changed, and they usually don't push these kind of comments, or doesn't give much credit to these type of comments. Rather, what is the best way, or the what is the best strategy that I apply while I come in, is like I see the topic. So if I know the topic is about entrepreneurship, or it's about love the process, or it's about any topic, so I just put some quote related to it, or my thoughts related to it. So rather than just putting nice share or anything, whomever content you are engaging with, like your favorite content creators or anybody's your fellow creators, just make sure that whatever their content say, just give a same message similar to that, or just give message, or just write a quote. But instead of just messaging nice quote or nice post, that usually doesn't give a good impression. So that I think is the good strategy, that when you're engage properly, and make sure that you write something meaningful in your comment, which is because what happened now, not only the people who is there, on whose post you have, the creator notices it, but other people also notices it, and it actually shows your personality virtually, that how you are actually they are, and how are you actually treating them.
That's right, right. Coming back to that, king queen thing. So the king lays down the laws, the content, but the queen, and that ensures that it's implemented in a way that benefits the audience. So content could be content could be anything. It could be a post, a video, a simple update. It could be anything. It could be even that the additional value that you give to a post through another comment. But the engagement that you're looking to start, the shares and the comments and the discussions, they determine their reach and impact. So I just wanted to emphasize on that. And now coming to implementing the strategy, let's talk about the how. Like start with creating content that resonates with your audience. There are things that you need to understand, like you need to understand the needs, the pain points, the aspirations of the crowd, the people, the audience that you're addressing, and the content should be reflective of their thoughts, and it should provide solutions or insights, and that's when they become meaningful. um, Rinshad, like do you have a plan before you create a post, or do you have plan creating a post that you follow?
Yeah, so in the when I responded earlier, the main thing that I was focusing on was how we can actually emotionally attach with people. So when I create a content, I will be first focusing on what will be the main part, so that I can get emotional to people. Like when I create a content on any technical aspect, so that it doesn't have any creation aspect, but I'll be like, when I create the post, I'll be like, the more things you don't know. When you watch videos like YouTube, LinkedIn, and you can see the similar thing. Like when we do those things, so that actually show the emotional content, like the things that you forgot to do, or that you missed out. Those things will actually, those are the things when the things I do when I actually do uh, technical contents, when I do the like when like going for startup, so going to work and all, regarding the work and all. So I will be like focusing most on the family aspects. That's the main aspect I focus on. Those are the main things I will be focusing, and the next thing will be, I'll be like, people create contents, and the more thing I love to do is make the content short and make it in bullet points, and use icons, use the things and all. Those are the things I will be using,
Right, right.
and
That's
then
really really
I
good.
will be
I
like
think that is
making
in,
a hook.
yeah. We are losing you, Rinshad. Yeah, it's okay. Like I was saying, like those are the some great tips in creating content. When you create content, make them readable, make them really interesting. You should understand your audience and then make it crisp, because these days people don't have time. They just keep scrolling, and unless you use something, a hook, people won't start engaging with the content. And when you have a book, people start reading the, go to the see more and start reading the posts, and it should be crisp and clear, and should be easily able to involve people, like you said, emotionally attached. They should be able to feel the post and the content. So, Kabir, what are your takes on that?
So I just didn't hear the full. Can you repeat it once more? Sorry.
Yeah, about how the content should be strategized, and the comments should be strategized.
See, if I take a few years back, or what I was doing is that I used to repost. Like, I will just touch upon one thing, and apart from that, I have some like Joshua. I would love to see you up because he's one of the champs in running audio rooms and communities. So, apart from that, before I answer, I would love to call whoever wants to. It's the Q and A session now for 30 minutes. So, whoever wants to come up on the stage, please do come up. So, I'll just touch upon one thing. That is the I used to repost whatever I was like my company posts in LinkedIn. And right now, it's a big no for me. I don't do that. So that is, and apart from that, when you are doing your LinkedIn post, try to establish your authority, try to establish your brand. So try writing contents from like about you. People want to know who you are. People want to know what you're doing. Try sharing your knowledge, and that is how the LinkedIn has. I see LinkedIn working. So this is one thing I would love to tell everyone. This is one way how you have to what implement in LinkedIn. Before this, I used to write as a third party all my content, but now I write my contents one to one. Like I speak to them. So if you start making this change, you can see the impact in this. So that's my take. Apart from that, Jasir, can you call like whoever wants to speak? They also can come and join for a session.
Sure, sure. So, like we have moved to the second half, and would like to see more of you up here. Share your experiences, and if you have any questions, let us know. Nishant, like to come up. So I just wanted to give away a few tips while people come up, and like for the different types of content. For example, like text posts. Uh, these are like simple updates. Sharing, you should use them to share your thoughts, tips, insights, short tips, and small insights that small references or things like that. And when you do that, the best tip for engagement is to ask a question at the end of the at the end of that post to encourage comments. So try that when you're trying to do that. And I see a lot of people using images, visual content like infographics or photos or graphics. Um, that's a great way to um, uh, put out your thoughts. When you do that, use captions to provide the context. So that's a great thing to do, and ask for opinions about the photo, the infographic, or the photo. When you do video posts, um, one tip that you can use, that I'd like to give out, is that you use the first few seconds to grab attention and encourage viewers to watch till the end, for a special tip of, or like a bonus tip, a bonus, to share something more personal. So a few tips there. Um, yeah, we have Nishant here. Nishant,
Yeah, Kabir, hi.
sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, Kabir. Is it
go ahead.
audible?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so just my points, because I've been using LinkedIn for more than 12 years now, and I've got, over a period of time, I built a lot of revenues from LinkedIn. I've been a premium member and off premium member also. And during this cycle, I've noticed that whatever you guys said is all perfect. That having commenting on others, being empathetic to others' comments, and all is very critical, and you can build your connections based on that. And I think most of the entrepreneurs, those who are there on the LinkedIn platform, are making their statement very strong or being authoritative in that particular space wherever they're operating on. And that gives you an opportunity to be called on for conferences like I think Jasveer mentioned in between that somebody called him for a conference in Paris. So I think I've been invited 3 times. I've been part of the G20 summits 2 times, all because of LinkedIn. So I think LinkedIn is a very powerful tool, and I think it has to be very effectively used by a lot of people. And on a continuous basis, I religiously spend about a 1 day, 1 hour, sorry, 1 hour doing this kind of posting and commenting and all. And I've done businesses worth of more than 15 crores on LinkedIn. So that itself is a testimonial that it really works. And most of my clients and prospects are there on LinkedIn. And it's a good platform, and people like you promoting it at a very early stage, probably at the college level. I see Mohammed Rinshad also part of this. This is really encouraging to see people are using the power of LinkedIn to make it happen. So that's my 2 cents.
Thank you
Jasser,
so much for sharing that.
yeah, I'm not able to bring Shiju Roy out up. Shiju, can you leave the room, come back and raise your hands? There is a glitch sometimes. Sorry for that. Uh, so,
This Shiva. Yeah. Hi, Shivang. Uh, would you like to share some of your experiences if you have questions? Please go ahead.
Sure. Thanks so much, Jasser. And Kabir, good to see you. Good to be in your room here. It's been a great conversation. And I particularly liked what Sakshi was saying, how you kind of have to be unapologetically yourself. Um, because I realized that LinkedIn is kind of a long term game. So the honest truth is that most of your posts that get likes and heart emojis and stuff, and this is true for all of us, most of those likes are not for that particular post. It's because your community supports you and they like what you do. So I think LinkedIn is very much, it's not so much of your individual post content, it's about your overall personality, what impression you're giving overall. um, most of your engagement is not new followers that you've gained, it's the same people in your circle. So leave them with the impression or the brand of yourself that you intentionally want to leave onto people. And yeah, I think Sakshi, and this branding that you say, or the impression that you have, that we all have of whoever it is that we follow or take inspiration from, it's that personality in their post that we are hooked onto. Because let's face it, what the content is on LinkedIn, usually it's generic content. It's tips to get to the top or tips of this industry. It's not really personal. But if someone says this is how I got to the top, or this is what particularly worked for me, that'll get heard way more, because well done is always better than well said. So I'll just say that. Oh, and I was saying for Sakshi in particular, I think branding can be subtle markers. For me, as far as Sakshi is concerned, it's her yellow background. For some reason, when I think of Sakshi, I think of her yellow background, and that's kind of a statement. And these are subtle statements, and it's true for all of us. For Kabir, I think it would be the purple or indigo background. So there's some triggers in our brain that reminds us that, oh, this content is of this person, and this is what I associate with this person, and that overall impression should be positive. It should be in the upward trajectory, and I think then engagement will come naturally. So thanks so much for for having me.
Thank you so much, Shivanka. That's so true that you need to be genuine all the while working with on LinkedIn. So even as you create posts and start engaging, um, that's one important part of it is to be uh, to give that value when you're engaging with people. Um, so, yeah, we have Shiju here. Shiju, share your thoughts and your experiences. If you have any questions,
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Jasir and Kabir, for this opportunity. I have been in this room from last 2 days, and I think one of the posts that leaded me to this particular room. It's an awesome session, and this was really insightful. And what I'll do is like I'll share from my experience that I've gained from last 2 years, especially when I've been active on this LinkedIn platform. And particularly today's the topic is really good. Content is really king, and the engagement is queen. That's true because content, like uh, Mohammed Rinshad was speaking, saying that he creates content that evoke emotions. That's true. When we evoke emotions and we add stories that resonates with our audience, and these help us to get good amount of engagements. And engagements, if those are comments, then those are really terrific because the content which we post might not be seen by a lot, might not be able to cover the wider audience, but the comments which we start adding values to the creators or for the other authors that can lead or cover the wider audience, we can use this comment section to display our thought leadership, which can help you build your own personal brand among that niche. Commenting and engaging always creates new conversations, new opportunities, new relationships. It creates a familiarity among others, and I think engagement is going to be on a long run. It is going to be the key if we have to build our personal brand on LinkedIn. Thank you.
so thank you so much for sharing that. It really is the key. And coming back to some of the way tips for engaging with content. KP, so what are some of your favorite ways to engage?
So,
Uh,
yeah, can you hear me?
yeah, I can. Okay.
So, my one thing which I'm seriously doing, as I repeated, audio rooms. I've been to more than 200 audio rooms. I'm starting this, doing this thing, and apart from that, after doing this, I get around 4 to 5 leads daily. Okay, so this is one best thing. Like writing is not that I'm not that good at writing, but still I've lately, since you are there, the post has been coming. But apart from this, this gives an I start interacting with a lot of people, get connected to a lot of people. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. Now, Alicia here down, Joshua. there is no way I would have met them in my life or communicated with them in my life. So this is one thing. One thing which I've, for me right now, this is one of the hottest thing that is happening on LinkedIn. I would urge everyone to start your audio rooms, give it a try, and we are there to help you out. Anyone wants anything, rather than me, Jasir is here. So audio rooms, one simple. But apart from that, try put your contents, two to three contents at least. And audio rooms, I'm a bit overdoing it because we are on a curtain raiser to start our event after 100 days. That is the mission of 100 million startups. So that's why I have three rooms daily. So that is two audio rooms and one video room. So this happens, but I don't tell because it consumes a lot of time. But if you want to build your brand, if you want to build your engagement strategy, participate in at least one to two rooms per week. Then apart from that, do at least one audio room per month because that builds a brand. You get a lot of connections. You see today Sangeeta, I didn't know her, so now we started chatting. So this is the impact I see in audio rooms. Like you asked me three times, I come back to the same thing, but seriously loving this and seriously loving the conversions. Why we are here? Main thing, uh, one thing is to build connection. Why do we build connection? To like improve our businesses. So, and most of the connections I get here are converted to businesses. So, one
Right.
main thing, again, LinkedIn order rooms. I think it answered Jasir. And Sangeeta is there, Jasir. She has come up now. Jasir,
Hi
can you hear me?
everyone. Please excuse my voice. My voice is not like this. I'm under the weather, and that's the main reason why I wasn't able to come up to the stage. And like Kabir said, there was a fear as well, and I'm overcoming my fear. But from LinkedIn, my I'm a CEO and the founder for TL Technologies. And also, like, there was a situation, like, I want to reach out to a lot of, companies, and also, connect with a lot of leaders as well, because it's about like learning from each other. So from August 1st, every day, I will save 12 post every day. I will save it, and in the night I will go and read it, and I will just put my comments in, along with I will repost it. And I have been doing that from August 1st, and right now, from 500 followers, right now it's at close to 4,000. And I'm getting contacts from London, Africa, along with Oman as well. And there were people that who found me, after 18 years, just through LinkedIn. And my company is only up and running for 3 years now. And LinkedIn has been a great asset for me from the day one, actually. So thank you, everyone, and thank you, Kabir, for giving me the strength to come in. And also, Nishant is the person who sent me this link, and he is the main person that who got me into, like, okay, this will like literally energize you. You're gonna hear from different point of views actually as well. So thank you. That's it.
Yeah, thank you. Angelica, you're down there. Raise your hands, come up. We need to hear a bit from you. Jasir, you're there? Hello? I think Jasir had a glitch. LinkedIn rooms, these things happen. So, Angelica, can you hear me? I would like to see a thumbs up. Okay. Since Jasir is not here, We will continue. So now we have around Sakshi.
Yes, sir.
Few more points from your side.
Yeah, sure. One thing I really want to share is that before we actually talk about content or engagement, it's very important, guys, to have your LinkedIn profile optimized because content and engagement, everything will only happen if your profile is optimized and people are coming to your profile. People just come to your profile for hardly 5 seconds and they judge your profile. So it's very important before, if you're new to LinkedIn, before starting with the content or engagement, optimize your LinkedIn profile. And maybe it could be a professional photograph, LinkedIn banner, a good headline, your skills, your education, your experience. And we have that LinkedIn audio event with Kabir sir 3 5 days back, I guess. So basically, profile optimization is very important before you actually get into content and engagement. And also, the other thing I would share is that, just don't network and make engage with others only for the sake so that they can also do it. Be genuine, really do it, make real connections. Because at the end of the day, what Shivankar said, that the new followers don't follow you, but the old same ones, come up and support you. And that is what the power of community is. And that is the whole reason we are actually putting up content or we are engaging with others on LinkedIn. So, yeah, be real. Thank you, Kabir. So,
Nasser, we are back. Hello, Jasser. Yeah, Jasser, there's a connection problem. I'm trying to get Ganesh up. Ganesh, yes, Ganesh. So we are in the last 2 to 3 minutes. Ganesh, can
Yes,
I have a quick introduction and
sure,
other
sure.
question like from you? 30 seconds to
I
one
don't have
minute.
I don't have a question. I just have a
Hi, can you
reflection.
hear me,
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
Ganesh?
me? Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
yes, yes, Ganesh, so we can hear
Sakshi,
you.
can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Kabir, I can hear you. Yes. So
Yeah, thanks, Ganesh.
I represent an education service organization based out of Chennai, and we work with primary grades. I have one reflection to the audience and to the participants here that everybody, the underlying current of LinkedIn is how do we widen our contacts, connections, and then getting into the business, right? But the one thing which I very keenly follow is do we have the power of giving? So before you even make connections, what is it I can contribute to that individual? That's a real value addition. And generally, when I look at a connection, when I accept a message or whatever, I look at the profile and look at what is interesting up there and start a conversation with the power of giving rather than the power of taking. And that's one principle I follow. I mean, it's a reflection of all of us here. I hope I've been heard.
Yes, 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 perfect. And that's a good message because we have to. That's how connections work. When you collaborate, when it's a win-win situation, the relationship become miracle. So I have Elizabeth Jean here. Elizabeth, so quick because we are on the last 6 minutes. Jasser, you are here, right?
Yeah, I'm back, I think. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. So Elizabeth just came in. So stage is yours. Yes.
Yes, Elizabeth, go ahead, please.
Hi, Elizabeth. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Hi, hi. So I am a speech pathologist and founder of Phonologics. We use technology to help children with communication challenges. So I'm been on LinkedIn for some time, but not very active. These were very insightful, points you all discussed now. I had one doubt, like when we manage a personal page, and I think you did mention in between, but there's a lot of confusion when it comes to managing the personal and company page. Um, how do we balance both, or we should only focus on the our personal page? What suggestions you have for this?
You'll take or I'll answer. Hello, sir, can you hear me? Okay. Till Jasir come, I'll just give a brief of that,
Yeah.
Elizabeth. You're there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
See, the simple thing is that keep your page, the company page as a page where you are going to like write all the stories about a company. Separate it from you. Make yourself a brand. Write your contents on your page. Go and engage on your company page. That will make a huge difference. Because anyway, you go to your company page and you comment, it will go to all your connections anyway. And in that way, your brand will influence your company.
Okay.
I hope made
Yes.
sense, Elizabeth. Is it
Yes.
clear?
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So
Can
we
I
are
add
on the last.
something, Kabir?
Sure, Sakshi. Sakshi, please, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Hello,
So
Sakshi.
Elizabeth,
Yeah.
it's yeah, yeah. You can hear me, Kabir, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, Elizabeth, basically, what I personally feel, I have this question, 2 months back, I have the same question that, whether I should, develop my personal brand or my company brand, or which one is better. So, what I would say is that it's your choice, but what I preferred was the personal brand. As we were discussing, some time back, that, people doesn't connect with the company, they connect with the personality, they connect with the person. And people once follow you, people start liking you, supporting you, they will definitely go and see your company, whatever you're doing there, irrespective of whatever services and goods you are providing. No, of course the goods and services do matter, but it's very important that you build a personal connection with your customers, your clients, your leads, your prospects, whosoever they are. So I think personal branding is very important, and after once you have that position, then you can start with your company, building a company profile as well. I hope that answers your question.
Yes. Thank you, Sakshi.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Just a couple of minutes left. So, Kabir, has everyone spoken? I had, I was out for the glitch. I think
Yes,
everyone on the
Jasper.
panel,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So, I
I think
think,
it's the time for parting notes from you and
right.
Sakshi.
So, yeah. So, my notes are that when you a couple of few tips that I'd like to share. That one is to be authentic. Share your experiences and challenges. That helps a lot to connect with people. People who are looking for that. And I'd also say, ask questions. Ask questions in your comments, in your posts, all kind of content that you put out there. Ask questions. And I'd also ask you to use hashtags, limited to a few, because LinkedIn is not considering them so much anymore. So a few hashtags, and tag the people, mention the people in your posts and comments. So it comes up in the notifications, and that can help. And also, whenever you get a comment, please respond to it, and keep that engagement going. So with that, Sakshi, your parting thoughts.
Yeah, thanks, Tasser. So my batting thoughts will just be very simple, that be yourself, be real, and try to engage with people with very generosity. And it's very important that you connect with people just not because of the sake of networking or any transaction. It should not be like, very transactional. Network with others, engage with your audience, and that's how you'll create a very good community as well, and you'll have a much better engagement on your post as well. Thank you, Just.
Thank you, Sakshi. Rinshad, your parting thoughts. Rinshad, if you're there.
Yeah, I was having some sort of glitch. So it was very wonderful event actually. So that I was been a part of this for some days and have received many insights on many things. Have talked with many people. So and the thing was that we have many key points to take with it. Some are related to how we want to optimize the LinkedIn profile, how we can connect with people, how to have good intentions, like we have said earlier. Yeah, so these are my takeaways from this session.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you, Rinshad, for accepting the invite. Sakshi, thank you so much, and such a been nice having you here. With that, back to you, Kabir.
Thank you, Jasir. Can I see a raise of hearts from all so that I would like to know how it impacted you? How was the session? From the listeners also. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jasir. It is a wonderful session and I really enjoyed it. I think it's the same for everyone. So we are going to have more sessions from Jasir. For mainly more detailed in this next 75 days, we are going to have detailed session on each LinkedIn things like SSI, how to go with your video streaming, how to get your top voice. So he has helped me achieve my top voice. So he'll explain to you how to do it and like many more. So tomorrow we are starting a 75 days challenge. So we are going to announce 75 days challenge from tomorrow. So whoever wants to be a part of it, we would love to have. It is more to your fitness and habit building. So we are giving it a try from tomorrow. So we have a community called Chumawak, and the link of the WhatsApp community plus the LinkedIn community will be put in the events. Please do join there. And apart from that, we are having every day morning 1 hour, half an hour for your mental well-being and half an hour for your health fitness. So 10 hours, 10 minutes of silence, 20 minutes of writing down all your tasks, then a 5 minutes of motivation and a 20 to 25 minutes of workout. So we would love to call each one of you and we want to see you healthy. We want to see you as the next best entrepreneur and we want to see you making that transformation in this world where we all can contribute to and make this world a better place to live in. Telling this, I would like to tell thanks to Jasir and Sakshi and Mohammed Rinshad for the wonderful session and all the other speakers from Sangeeta to Nishant to Ganesh and Elizabeth for giving their thoughts and asking questions in this session. And thanking all the listeners from Shemi, Anurag, Joshua, Lee, Salman, Alicia, Kodekar, Gulam, Favor Samuel, Rakesh Jain, Muhammad Amir, Sanjeev, Haris, Shahid, Rahul, and Ankit. See, one of the best things in LinkedIn audio rooms is connecting to each other. Please do connect with each other, try following each other. You don't know with whom you are going to get that impact. You never know who is going to be your mentor, who is going to be your client, and who you need next. Try building connections, grow, and as I always tell, Dream big, aim high, start small. Start very small that you can focus on what you're doing. Start very small. You can build a discipline around it. Start very small that it is very easy for you to master it. Once you master a skill and you are disciplined and focused, you can do wonders in this world. And I'm sure that you, all of you here, are going to make a high performance entrepreneur, and I'm going to see more high performance businesses from all of these listeners here. Please do share this link with your friends and families, and do join our community so that, yeah, it would be a great help for us to reach that 100 million dream. That is a big dream, and I'm starting from that one person to all the volunteers here, Muhammad Rinshad, and Salman, and Amin. So, all of the volunteers who are working for that in different countries, and with lots of love, repeating it again: dream big, aim high, start small. We are going to end the session in the count of three. Signing off, PC Kabir, with lots of love, and to want to see those, all of you, excelling in your business. The count of three, we are closing the room. Three, two,